My name is Kent with Mopit, and today I am reviewing the Mopit Mini Floor Scrubber. As you've likely already guessed, our company manufactures the Mopit machines. Our company was established in 1980, and all of our equipment is built right here in Utah. As one of the very first manufacturers of micro floor scrubbers, we've spent a great many years perfecting our machines and learning what the industry wants. Our month-to-month lease program that includes replacement machines, replacement parts, squeegee blades, and cleaning solution drives us to produce the highest quality, most reliable, and competitive machines available. If you're looking to replace daily mopping with something much more effective, then in my opinion, Mopit is your best choice. Whether you choose to lease or purchase the Mopit, you're sure to receive exceptional value, and now I'll show you why. With all of the Mopit machines that we produce, our number one focus is reliability. With the Mopit Mini, we had an additional focus of maneuverability. We want it to be short enough to go under most tables. And then one of the things that makes a machine really easy to get around tight, closed spaces, like in corners and such, the most important measurement is the width. And so you can see with the Mopit Mini, how it only has one set of main wheels. It's missing the back transport wheels. That allowed us to really cut down on this depth dimension, which really helps you in tight spaces. As far as the controls, it's very similar to our other Mopit machines. Very basic, 3 switches, your brush, solution, and vacuum switch. Again, there's no electronics in this machine, and so if a switch dies, you're not out a couple $100 for a circuit board. You're out $22 for a switch, and they're really easy to replace. As we work our way down here, you have a similar handlebar adjustment. One interesting thing about the Mini, I've got one at home that I use for cleaning. I like running it with the handlebar loose, because then as you need to go under something, you can just drop it and steer it here. We have an auxiliary handle you can use. I'll show you in a minute. But it allows you a lot more flexibility in the height of the machine. Right here you've got a couple of sizes of Allen tools for the different parts on the machine. And then you've got the same size hoses as all of our other machines, 1.5 inches, and they're just as easy to use. To back flush the squeegee, this just pops out like on our other machines, and you can just back flush this hose and you've cleared any clogs. Your drain hose, and your vacuum hose that pressurizes the tank. Here is your charger, and it's on a hinge as well to be really easy to service. You've got your LED light on the charger that you see through that window. Now here's where this machine differs from the Mopit Mid and the Mopit Max. Where we don't have transport wheels to tip it back like an upright vacuum, instead you've got a pedal. And what this pedal does is you put it down and it lifts up your caster wheel, and then it transports like that. And so a little different there than our other machines. Again, built really heavy. I mean, this has got to be, what, 3/8 aluminum there. Here you've got your manual flow valve for your water that's going onto the floor. And then you've got your squeegee lift pedal over on this side. As we look at this side, you've got your freshwater level gauge. And then in the front, it's very similar. This is your clean out cap for the dirty water tank. You've got a traditional float vacuum shutoff in there that you can spray out. And then you've got this is your fresh water tank where you fill it with fresh water and add your soap. Again, everything is tethered so you won't lose any of the parts. Now I'll show you underneath the machine. All right, here's the underside of the Mopit. We use the same gravity-fed drip tube system that's just fail-proof. Super easy to replace if you ever need to. If you ever need to clean the holes, you can just stick a paper clip through the holes of the drip tube. Again, it's completely separate from the brush cavity. You've got these splash guards that protect any debris from clogging those holes. Here you've got your brush system, and we use the same drive as we do on the other machines, just a little smaller. One of the pluses about the Mopit Mini is we use a brush that's more than an inch smaller in diameter. And so your brush hood height is a lot smaller, which allows you to get under residential height toe kicks. And so you'll notice this is a pretty small diameter brush. Just pops out right like that. You can use your onboard tool to pull it out. And it uses a hex drive system. The drive side is all metal, and then the idle bearing is just a hex plastic. They hold up really well. And just screw it right back on. Again, all of the chassis material, it's all metal. This is powder coated, extruded aluminum. All your bearing plates are metal. Your squeegee bar that I'm going to show you here next, it's all metal. Metal chassis plate, metal everything. To change the... Now let me talk about the rubber here for a second. So you'll notice our squeegee bar is spring-loaded. That allows us to use 1/8" rubber. 1/8" rubber is going to last you a lot longer than 1/16" rubber, which is what the competition primarily uses. You'll notice this is yellow. Most of the competition uses a red or a pinkish type rubber called Linatex. Linatex is the industry premium rubber. We've chosen to go with Primatech because we feel like you get just as long a life, if not longer, and we're able to keep our squeegee cost down to $17.50 for a replacement. And when we switched from our standard tan gum rubber to this Primatech, we doubled the life of the squeegee. So it's a great product. One of the reasons we feel like it lasts longer is most of your gum rubber and Linatex, it's really grippy, really tacky, which helps you get a really good seal on the floor. This Primatech rubber, it's got a really slick surface to it. And I thought when we tested it that it wasn't going to work and give you that good seal. But it works every bit as good, if not better, as far as the seal is concerned. And the lifespan is just terrific. So to change the squeegee, you've just got a wing nut on the back of the squeegee bar. And once that's off, this just pops right out. Pop your old squeegee blade off. And then you just stick the new one through the screw and the dowel holes. And you've got a dowel right here that goes right into the end of the squeegee bar, like that. And then you just press it up and in. Super easy to change your blade. No tools needed. Every year or so, you'll want to replace your squeegee wheels, these white ones, and you just use your onboard Allen tool for those. But they last you a long time. You can also remove the whole squeegee assembly really easy just by pulling this cotter pin and sliding out the clevis pin, and the whole assembly drops to the floor. And so, really easy. Right here, you've got your solenoid. Like our other machines, you can lower the brush down as it wears to get maximum life. You do it in the same way with the screws in these wheel adjusters. Right here you've got your fresh water filter. I'll show you how to change that and clean that really fast. And again, here's your valve. Now I'll step over here and show you this filter and also your belt cover. So to clean your fresh water filter, just close that valve and then just unscrew it like that. And there's your fresh water filter. A lot of surface area. It's really rare you have to clean this. When you do, it's easy to do, easy to access. Just make sure you get that O-ring back in there. And screw it back on. Don't forget to turn on your valve. Now I'll show you the drive system on the Mini. Here's your belt cover right here. Just use your same Allen tool. right. You've got a ribbed belt that does a great job. All metal pulleys. Everything in the drive is metal. These belts just never wear out. They're fantastic. The belt cover keeps it dry so you don't ever get your belt slipping. And so just a very robust drive system. Pop these back in. There you go. All right, now I'm going to show you underneath the top. All right, in the Mopit Mini, your battery is located just under the dash panel. All the other mechanical components are in the bottom half. So to split the machine, you just have a latch right here, and then you got a latch on each side. And then the machine just tips right back like that. And in here you've got access to your vacuum motor, and your brush motor's right down in here as well, which can slide right out from the belt cover access. So real easy to get into things, service it. Here we go. Pop your latches back on. All right, let's go ahead and give the Mopit Mini a spin. All right, once your machine is full of water and soap, you're ready to go. Just flip all 3 switches. I've never found a machine that can outperform a Mopit on water recovery, and the same is true of the Mopit Mini. This does a great job. Now, when you're ready to double scrub, if you've got a really soiled area, just move your squeegee pedal down and to the right and turn off your vacuum if you want. And then this will give you some good dwell time of the soap on the floor. This is especially important in kitchens or anywhere where there's a lot of grease, because the soap needs dwell time to break it down. When you're ready to suck it up, just use your pedal again. Turn on your vacuum. It's effortless to push. It basically pulls itself along the floor. I mean, a little kid can do it. It has great water recovery. Just effortless. Now I'm going to show you how it does in a haul. All right, let's go ahead and try this under a table. All right, I like to leave the handle loose, so when you need to go under a table, you can just drop it like that. Makes it really easy. And then you can see I've got a auxiliary handle. It makes it really nice for if you just want to drive it from the front. Makes it really easy to drive the machine. All right, now let's go into a corner. I like to have the handlebar pretty much straight up going into a corner to reduce the depth of your machine. You can get into within about an inch of the baseboard. All right, now let's go over the specs for the Mopit Mini. The cleaning path is 15 inches. Freshwater tank capacity, 2.9 gallons. Recovery tank capacity, 4.75 gallons. Gallons per minute flow rate, 0.145 gallons per minute, which at the highest flow rate gives you 20 minutes. Brush speed, 1250 RPMs. Cleaning per hour is 14,000 square feet. Weight is 70 pounds dry. Vacuum motor is a 24-volt 2-stage. The advertised runtime is 60 minutes. The actual runtime is 67 minutes. It uses an onboard battery charger, and it's powered by a lithium-ion 24-volt system. Cost of ownership, MSRP is $3,099 with free shipping. Squeegee replacement cost is $17.50. Brush replacement, $75. Battery replacement, $375. Battery charger, $122.50. The pros of the Mopit Mini. Cost of purchasing the machine is very competitive. Cost of ownership is very low. Unmatched customer service, ease of serviceability, huge video library that covers training, troubleshooting, and the replacement of almost every part on the Mopit, excellent maneuverability. From the onboard charger to the tethered caps, everything is built into the Mopit. This reduces the likelihood of losing parts. Cons. This machine doesn't pick up in reverse. At 77 decibels, it's louder than I like. We're working on getting this quieter. For heavy-duty scrubbing, you will need to use the double scrub feature. This marks the end of my review of the Mopit Mini floor scrubber. The Mopit Mini has good cleaning performance, excellent squeegee performance, and excellent maneuverability. This machine is built to handle the rigors of high-traffic commercial environments. The cost of ownership, reliability, and ease of maintenance on this machine are unmatched. To see more reviews like this one, please visit our website, scrubberreviews.com, and put down in the comments any other scrubbers that you would like us to review.